Welcome back, whiskey fans. I'm probably going to keep this one fairly brief. This is going to be a brief little comparison of the new Glenmorangie 12, which has recently replaced the Glenmorangie 10. As I said before, this bottle here I purchased this very recently before they decided to rebrand this, the 10-year-old, to look more like this. This bottle here is about 2.5 years old. This one is obviously a brand new purchase because it's only just been released. So these are both fairly contemporary bottles, so we should be able to see some clear differences in what they've changed across the rebrand or across the change from Glenmo 10 to 12. So I've got my Glenmorangie glass here with a little bit of the old 10-year-old in it, and my Tomatin, random choice, with a little bit of the Glenmo 12. I think I'm going to keep the Glenmo 12 in the Tomatin glass in my right hand and keep the Glenmo 10 in my left. So let's compare the two, see if there's any differences and what those differences are on the nose. So Glenmo 10, very sweet, sugary, barley spirit, fruity, distillate driven, very pure, clean. Wonderful style of whiskey, in my opinion. Glenmo 12 on the nose. I think that it's probably a little bolder. I think that it's more casky, there's more wood in there. The wood really doesn't feel too much on the nose with the Glenmo 10. With the Glenmo 12, there's definitely more oak, more syrupy oak, more raw oak, spicy oak, a little bit more sawdust. It's still a fairly restrained and refined and pure dram, but not so much as the old 10. Definitely more oak spice, more caramel, syrupy. It's got more body, to be fair. But I think that the old Glenmo 10 has a little bit more maltiness. That maltiness is really coming through over the cask a little bit more. And it's quite a lot more of a classy dram, whereas the modern 12 is a little bit more forced, a little bit more modern, and a little bit bolder. So let's see what differences we can taste. Glenmo 10 first. Malty, spirit driven, fruity, some nice, not extra old but well matured maltiness on the palate of the 10. Just that waxy, well matured, barley plus thyme kind of flavours. But very pure, very distillate driven. Let's see how it compares to the new 12. I think that the new 12, you definitely feel the oak more. I think that there have been some reconditioned, possibly recharred or possibly virgin oak casks gone into this 12. I may be wrong, and that's fine, but I don't think that this is entirely bourbon casks in the new 12-year-old. It does say that it's matured in bourbon casks. I don't think that it's only bourbon casks. When you compare these two, I believe it actually says on the box that this one, the Glenmo 10, is first fill and refill bourbon cask, and the refill are first refill only, so second fill and no more. They only use their casks up to twice for the Glenmo 12, for the 10. For the Glenmo 12, I think that there's been some cask engineering applied. Definitely more woody, and again that comes through as a little bit more body on the palate, but I think that it is a little bit more forced, it's a little bit less balanced, quite a bit less mature than the old 10. My feelings are that they have spent some extra time on this one, but I think that the maturation is probably a little bit better on the 10. Going to have one more sip of each and look at the finish. Silky smooth, pure, focused, refined, classy. I think that the finish is a little bit short, but it's kind of in fitting with the profile. You don't expect a 10-year-old whiskey of this profile to go on and on and on. Whereas the 12, musty, casky, oaky. The finish is longer. I can see why a lot of people, possibly even the majority of people, would probably prefer the new 12. Me personally, I think I prefer the old 10. Because I think if I want a bold, full-flavoured, full-bodied whiskey, then I've got a lot of better options than the 12. If I want something that's classy and silky smooth and refined, then the 10 really does something a lot bit more unique, and I appreciate it for that. I think that a lot of it is going to come down to personal preference. I actually think that they're both fantastic drams. If you can get these on offer for a little bit less than retail price, that really sweetens the deal. But I think it really comes out a little bit too close to call unless you're bringing personal preference into it. But I do think that in the rebrand from this stuff to this stuff, something has been lost. Some things have been gained, but something has been lost. Just my opinion though. If you've tried both of these, if you are keeping a close eye on Glenmorangie and the changes over the years, let me know what you think. And what do you think about other rebrands, like the additions that have come before this? If you are a proper Morangie mate, let me know what you think of the changes over the years. Thanks for watching this little brief comparison. Hope you found it interesting. And there will be more Morangie soon. I have neglected them completely for the first 4 years of running this channel, but I actually have at least 5 other bottles of Glenmorangie on the shelf, so there will be more to come, if that's the kind of thing you like. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Cheers.